It's a scary thing floating in the hat.
There's a scary thing floating? Where?
Mom, the elf got
In this clip, a mom is filming her young daughter quietly playing with a doll. At first, everything seems normal until something happens. At first, it looks harmless, just a child playing. Then the doll's head moves on its own. The mom says her stomach dropped when she noticed it. Some think the child bumped it. Others say the timing doesn't make sense. The real question isn't whether the doll moved, but what might have moved with it. A woman started looking for answers, hoping someone might recognize what's going on. She noticed her dog does the same thing almost every night. Around the same time, her 6-month-old puppy starts barking in one specific direction. It's not playful, more alert and tense. A few minutes later, he suddenly stops and looks back at her, like he's checking if she saw it too. It happens night after night. One evening, while she was sitting calmly with her dog relaxed on her lap, chewing a bone, it happened again. Some think the dog's just picking up on sounds people can't hear, like pipes or something in the walls. Others aren't so sure, especially since it happens at the same time every night and the dog gets locked in on it. People suggested everything from checking the house to changing the vibe of the room. Either way, whatever he's reacting to shows up every night in the same spot, and until she figures it out, it's still really unsettling. This guy was out hunting in the woods when he suddenly heard something like this. Weird, unsettling grunts can be heard all around. Are they just coming from animals in the wild, or is there something darker behind them? A home security camera recorded something alarming involving a family's young son, who is autistic and extremely sensitive to changes around him. His parents say he relies on strict routines and becomes easily upset when anything feels different, particularly at night. One evening, while everyone in the house was asleep, they were abruptly awakened by the sound of him screaming in fear. Around 1 a.m., the boy was crying hysterically, saying the elf on the shelf had moved by itself. The tradition is that the figure only moves when no one is watching, but the family insists no one had touched it. What made it more unsettling was his reaction. He wasn't joking or confused, but genuinely afraid. Some believe the tradition itself can cause anxiety in children with sensory sensitivities when something changes unexpectedly, while others point to folklore surrounding watching figures and silent observers as symbols linked to fear. Whether it was a misunderstanding, heightened anxiety, or something more disturbing, the family says they can't look at the elf the same way anymore. So what do you think really happened? Kyle Anthony lives in one of the most unpredictable haunted houses out there. One quiet night, while he's just doing his own thing, the peace gets interrupted. Instead of freaking out, Kyle barely reacts and just walks away.
You know what? No.
What unsettled viewers wasn't just what happened, but what Kyle ignored. Some pointed to the basement where he keeps a disturbing collection, leading to speculation that the house itself isn't haunted. Instead, whatever's happening might be tied to something he brought inside. Each new video only deepens the mystery. A Reddit user from Switzerland shared a creepy experience they had while walking through the forest at night. Creepy, childlike screams rang out through the trees, making the whole situation feel seriously unsettling. The person who posted it was adamant that there were no foxes in the area, ruling out the most common explanation. So, if it wasn't foxes, what was actually making those haunting sounds? Christy is a woman who loves sharing wholesome videos with her children, usually posting sweet family moments with nothing strange or paranormal about them. But one video stood out from the rest. While playing in the living room with her child, the kid suddenly said something that left Christy completely horrified.
My favorite person.
Where's your favorite place to go? What do you see?
I see something behind her. I see something behind her in a tiny room.
You see what?
A plexing.
A bad thing.
A plexing.
What does it look like?
A ghost.
A ghost?
It's one.
No, there's no ghosts. No ghosts here. Ghosts be gone.
I wanna see it right here. Mommy, go in my room. It's not scary in my room.
It's not scary in your room?
Mm.
Well, you need to stop acting weird.
It's scary here.
It's not scary in here.
I saw scary thing floating in the hat.
There's a scary thing floating? Where?
The hat.
Baby, there's nothing there.
Yes, it is.
No, there's not. Stop it. Stop it.
While they were playing in the living room, Christy's child suddenly said he saw something in the hallway. She quickly turned the camera to look, but there was nothing there. Then he said it was a bad thing, and when she asked what he meant, he told her it was a ghost and that it was floating. The kid was clearly scared and asked to go to his room, and since he'd never said anything like that before, it really shook Christy. An exhausted mother began to feel that her young daughter's behavior went beyond simple imagination. The child regularly spoke to people no one else could see, describing them as if they were right there. She pointed at empty spaces, laughed at unheard sounds, and even asked to set an extra place at the table for someone she called the visitor. At first, her mom tried to write it off as normal childhood make-believe, but when it continued night after night, it started to feel unsettling. Growing worried, she contacted a medium who suggested recording her daughter during one of these moments. And when she did, the camera captured something unexpected.
What? What is it? What is it? Huh? What did you hear? Yeah, but what?
I hear something.
You can hear something.
Yeah.
What?
What is that?
Can you see something?
What is that?
I don't know. What is it? Huh?
Where? Where is gone?
What?
Where is gone?
What's gone?
Over there.
Huh?
Over there.
Over where?
There.
What do you mean?
In the paper there.
What is it?
Oh no.
What is it, Billy?
What's that?
I don't know. What can you see?
It's black.
He's black.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he talk to you?
It's coming.
He's coming.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is coming.
Huh?
That's coming.
Yeah.
A baby's coming.
A baby's coming?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that what he told you?
A sister's coming.
Sorry?
Sister's coming.
Sister's coming?
Yeah.
Right. Did he tell you that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's brother?
Huh?
Where's brother?
And a brother?
Yeah.
Right. That's interesting.
Over there.
He's out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's that?
What's he doing out there?
Where's one?
No, where did he go?
Over there.
Over there?
Yeah.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where's the school?
I'm not sure. Is he your friend?
Go for her.
Huh?
Go for her.
What?
We go help for her.
He's gonna help her?
Yeah.
Oh, is there another one?
Where's the big one?
Oh.
What's the big one?
Is there a big one and a little one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where's the little one?
Do you like the little one?
Yeah, where's the school?
I'm not sure.
How go for her?
You're gonna go find her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mama for her.
I can't see her.
Mama here for her.
I can't see her, Baba. Only you can.
Maybe her.
Huh?
Where's school?
Do you know what her name is?
Where's school?
I'm not sure. What's her name?
Where's school?
I don't know.
Just say hello.
Really?
Just say hello.
Oh, what else did he say?
Mommy,
Yeah.
say hello.
Oh, hello.
She's still waiting for the medium to get back to her, and in the meantime, she can't shake the feeling that whatever her daughter has been talking to might actually be real. While hiking through Mexico's remote Sierra de San Juan, a group of friends came across something seriously chilling.
Graba, Andrés, graba, güey.
Around 6 a.m., a blood-curdling scream ripped through the thick forest, sounding terrifyingly close. The group froze, trying to figure out what they'd just heard. They knew the area well and were certain no one else should have been out there that early, which made the scream feel completely unnatural. With fear setting in, they ditched their planned route and rushed back to safety, unsure of what or who might have been hiding in the woods. In the video, a woman named Simone was walking near the woods when she came across something captured on camera.
It's creepy as out here, I'm not gonna lie. I really... hold on. Why is there a camera in the woods? Oh, is that covered in blood?
While walking through the woods, Simone came across a camera that appeared to have blood on it. Curious, she picked it up for a closer look and realized it still had some battery left.
I'm not gonna believe this. I just found a camera out here with something that looks like it could be blood on it. I have no idea, but I think there's still some battery on it, so there could be some footage on here.
She brought the camera back home and connected it, then realized there were 3 video clips still on it. She opened the first one to see what had been recorded. When the camera moves to the left, a shadowy figure appears behind a tree, watching the person recording before disappearing from view. Simone later said the second video was so disturbing that it left her shaken, and she would only share it when she felt comfortable. After bringing the camera home and watching the clips, she began experiencing odd things around her house and developed a constant feeling of being watched.
It's been months. It's been months and I haven't been able to tell anyone. I haven't been able to post anything since I found those videos. Weird things have been happening to me and on. I'm so scared. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
She began having nightmares about the shadowy figure and even woke up seeing it in her room. Eventually, she posted an update asking for help.
I keep having nightmares since I saw the first video. I close my eyes and I still see that shadow. And it haunts me. And just when I think I can get away and I open my eyes, it's there in my bedroom, right in front of me on my bed. Please help me.
The next night, she's jolted awake by something loud and sudden and manages to capture this on camera.
It's the middle of the night and I just got woke up again. It's coming for me. It's in my house. The noises are coming from the kitchen. Listen. That's the noise that wakes me up every night. It gets me. It wakes me up in my dreams. It wakes me up from my sleep.
While she was trying to sleep, knocking could be heard coming from the kitchen area. Frozen with fear, she waited for it to stop, but eventually Simone worked up the courage to open her door.
You see that? There's a shadow in the corner of the kitchen. I know I'm not seeing things. I know I'm not. I know you guys saw that.
A dark, shadowy figure appears in the corner of the kitchen, standing motionless and seemingly trying to stay hidden. Then, just a few nights later, it shows up again.
What is that? What is that in the corner? I think it's moving around my apartment at night. Hear that noise? It's been like this all night. I can't make it stop. And when I get up and check the door, there's no one there. Oh my God. I'm fine. Go away. Go away. I don't want to make it stop. I don't want to make them go away.
Too frightened to even open the door, she stays in bed with the sense that things are spiraling out of control. And that feeling proves right because a few days later, while she's home alone, something else happens.
Do you guys hear that? No one is home. My sister left for the whole weekend. Who is that? Who is that in my house?
She begins hearing her sister calling out to her, even though no one is actually there. Not long after, she starts hearing her mother's voice as well.
It's getting worse, and I haven't been able to tell anyone or go anywhere because I don't have anywhere to go, and I don't have anyone who's believing me. At first, it was my sister, but now I hear my mom. And she doesn't live here. She lives on the other side of the country, and I just called her, and she's in her own home. She's not here right now. So who is that? I've gone through the whole entire apartment. There is no one else here but me. No one else.
Many viewers warned her that it could be a mimic, copying the voices of her family members. After these incidents, she shared another update explaining everything that had been happening.
Ever since I started making these videos, the entity, it's been changing, been morphing into different things, scaring me in different ways. At first I thought it was all in my head, but it's changed into shadows, into different people, into voices, and it's just completely taking over my life. Like, I see no way out of this at all. I don't know what to do anymore.
Many viewers noticed that the dark shape above her head looks like the same figure that had been watching her before, though it's hard to say for sure. Just a few days later, she's unsettled yet again.
It's back again. It's back again tonight. Who is it? What do you want? The fuck?
The door starts to open on its own, but when she goes to look, no one is there. Then, a few days later, on December 27th, 2025, she steps outside her apartment, and as she walks toward her car, she captures something truly spine-chilling.
She's just walking out of my apartment. And look. You see that? You see that shadow? It's following me.
A dark figure can be seen standing behind Simone's car, almost as if it's waiting for her to get closer. Thankfully, she notices it in time and runs back inside. Since then, she claims the figure follows her everywhere and that the situation is still ongoing. Many viewers believe the person who originally left the camera behind may have been followed by this same entity, and that it attached itself to Simone after she found it. For now, the 2 remaining videos on the camera haven't been shared, leaving the entire situation unresolved and deeply unsettling. A woman finally captures something unsettling she believes has been happening in her home. Before this, she'd shared other disturbing moments, like finding her 6-month-old daughter outside the bedroom door with no way to get there, or seeing her wave and say hi to empty corners and act scared of certain spots in the house. One afternoon, while dyeing her hair and casually filming, she unknowingly caught something else on camera. For a lot of parents, this clip really hit close to home. After reading the comments, the woman said she plans to move out within 2 weeks. Dealing with unexplained stuff is one thing, but with a baby involved, many felt it wasn't worth the risk. Others think there could be a normal explanation and questioned the rush. So, what do you think? The celestial fish shared this clip after experiencing something she still can't explain. While alone in her apartment, she noticed movement out of the corner of her eye. When she looked toward the bathroom, she saw it move again. Shaken and confused, she started recording, without knowing what was about to happen next.
I was just getting ready for work and I freaking saw something in my bathroom that scared the freaking me. I don't know what it was, but it looked like a ghost. Like literally, I think I just saw a ghost. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of my house. I'm so scared. It was like right there where those shadows are. Those are shadows from the towel right there. But there was like a shadow right there where those other shadows are. And it looked like a person. It looked like a ghost. Like right there. Holy!
As she faces the bathroom, a dark shadow slowly peeks out from behind the door, as if it's watching her. She screams as it comes into view, hangs there for a moment, then slips back out of sight. No one else was home, and behind the door were only a few towels. There's no clear explanation for what she recorded. Derrick enjoys the quiet moments at night after the kids are asleep and the house settles. But one night, after turning off the TV, the silence was suddenly broken by a sound he couldn't explain. A deep dragging noise came from the dining room, slow and heavy, like something being pulled across the floor. The scary part was knowing the dining table is extremely heavy and doesn't move on its own, and no one else was awake. Derrick didn't get up right away, reminded of an earlier incident when every kitchen cabinet slammed shut at once, even though nothing was out of place when he and his wife checked. Days later, he reached out to a small paranormal group that had investigated nearby homes. After looking into it, they told him the activity didn't seem random, but intentional, as if whatever was there was settling in. He hopes things improve after that, but with how active the house has been, he isn't convinced. For now, all he can do is wait and hope the next sound doesn't come from even closer. This video shows a TikTok user walking through an abandoned prison, clearly left to rot with rust and grime covering the walls and bars. The place feels heavy, like it's still holding on to its past, and almost immediately, something deeply unsettling happens.
That's some creepy ass. Hold on, no, I want to see this. Ain't none of this. I am.
One of the prison cell doors repeatedly opens and closes on its own. It isn't subtle or accidental. It happens again and again, as if something is intentionally interacting with the cell. That's what makes it so unsettling. Prisons are defined by routine and repetition. Doors opening, doors shutting, days blending. If there truly is something paranormal here, it's easy to imagine a former inmate still bound to that cell. Someone who remained even after the prison was abandoned. Not violent, not angry, just unable to leave. So what do you think is happening in the cell? Is it a spirit trapped in the place where it once suffered? Or something else still lingering in the corridors long after everyone else has moved on? This video was taken by a guy who works night shifts as a security guard at a hospital in South Carolina. The 4th and 5th floors are mostly abandoned and only used occasionally for storage or old files. The 5th floor used to be the psych ward, and a lot of people reportedly died there. No one really knows why those floors were shut down, but doctors and nurses have said they sometimes see what looks like a little boy running around. One night, while the guard was patrolling the off-limits 4th floor, he heard a strange noise and pulled out his phone to record it.
I heard something coming from out of this room. I'm recording, just in case anything happens. But yeah, doing my patrol, heard something up here. What? Nope. Oh.
A CPR dummy that was lying flat suddenly ends up standing upright when he turns around. A few nights later, he checks out a housekeeping room at 3 a.m. that's rumored to be haunted, and it doesn't end well.
Here I am. This is housekeeping, just so you guys can see. Oh, it's open. I thought it was locked. So they said what you do is turn off the light and then just wait. But I'm not about to stand in here. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna turn off the light and then Slide my phone in the door, see what happens. So here we go. Light off. And going under. Now tell me if y'all see or hear anything. 'Cause I ain't going in there. Anything?
As he slides his phone into the room, heavy breathing can be heard. Even though no one was there, he returned the next night at the same time and stayed inside the housekeeping room.
So, back up here on the 4th floor, yet again. Y'all did not like me leaving y'all in the thing yesterday. But today, I am going to take the advice of one of our viewers, and I'm going in there with y'all. See what happens. Here we go. Alright, so I'm in the housekeeping closet. You can see it's just me. No one's in here. Okay. Now somebody asked me to set this thing up on the desk. I can't do that because the logo for the company I work for is not supposed to be in the video. So this is the most you're gonna get. But I showed you the whole room. There are no cuts. Here we go. I'm shaking. Here we go. Okay. There's a door there. Nothing up there. You can see, well, you can't really see, but you get what I'm saying. I'm talking so that way you can hear that. What the hell?
The bell outside the room starts ringing on its own while he's inside, giving him goosebumps. The next night, he comes back to show the bell, and then something happens that makes his blood run cold.
This is the bell I was talking about yesterday. That was what we heard. And that y'all hear that? No.
After hearing a noise in a room, he goes to investigate when the door suddenly slams shut behind him, sending him running in panic. After everything that's happened, he starts to believe this might be why the 4th and 5th floors are no longer used. They're extremely haunted. A man who goes by Mosh recently moved to the Appalachian Mountains and says he hasn't had a peaceful moment since. The region is known for dense forests, empty roads, spotty service, and a long-standing rule in local folklore. If something calls out, don't respond. He began documenting strange activity both inside his home and out on the trails. Some viewers suggested it might be something that feeds on fear and confusion, mimicking sounds and movement just enough to cause doubt. One night while walking, he felt a strong sense of being followed. No sound, just a presence. When he later checked the camera inside his house, what he saw made him stop. After watching the footage, many viewers felt like everything clicked. The unexplained footsteps, the whispers when no one else was around, and that constant feeling of being watched. Some think whatever it is has been testing boundaries and slowly showing itself once it notices the attention. Others believe it's feeding off fear, waiting for a reaction strong enough to push things further. So what do you see in the video, and what do you think has been following him all this time? A Reddit user shared a creepy experience from a night spent in a wooded area. They first heard faint, giggling type noises and assumed it was a coyote, but then they spotted a gray figure moving strangely nearby and even running up a tree. At first, they assumed it was their cat, but the way it moved was wrong, unnatural, almost monkey-like. When they went back inside, they found their cat safely asleep in its bed. What really stuck with them were the creature's eyes, set very close together and glowing bright red. They shared the experience on Reddit, hoping someone could help explain what they'd seen. A woman named Jay discovers a small hidden room in her attic that she's only entered once in 3 years. After posting a video, viewers suggest it may be a 19th century disappointment room, once used to hide family members with disabilities or mental illness. After repeated requests, she sets up a ladder, goes inside, and captures something deeply unsettling.
I have this little room up in my attic, and I want to show you guys what I found in here. But first, look at this. I've been up here 2 times. I've lived in this house for 3 years, and I've been here. This will be my 2nd time. And I started doing some picking up, but that's my house down there. And this is, so if you close the door, look how tiny it is. But look at the doorknob. It's literally a foot away from the ground. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Okay, so anyways, let me just open that up real quick. I found this little guy up here. He has like a little thing to put batteries, which I'm going to try and see if it works. That'll be so cool, but it's so old and dusty. And I found him back here in this hole. I covered it back up because it's a little scary, but it's full of things. Oh, what? What was that?
While exploring the room, she finds a strange hole in the wall. When she looks through it, something appears to be looking back from the other side. What makes it even creepier is that the room sits above the rest of the house and can only be reached by ladder, with no other openings that could lead up there. Because of this, she posts another update video.
This is the hole that leads up to the attic, that leads to the room that goes this way. So once you go up to the attic, the door is right here, and then the big room is here. And I don't have a drop down, so I've been using this 6-foot ladder to go up there. And I have to climb my way up the last half because I don't have a long enough ladder. But the intention was to go up there to put these things and use that as a closet upstairs. But anywho, let me show you that there's no holes on the ceilings real quick. So that's one. This is a room. And there's no holes up there. Just this big hole that leads up to the attic. And then the living room. There's no holes. Okay. There's a room. There's a hole there, but that's a vent. So, I mean, it's... you can't really see what was seen on the previous video. Plus, I was by myself. There was nobody in here. There was nobody walking around. This is the closet. And then there's one more. Let me show you guys. This is another room. Again, no holes in the ceilings. Another vent. But no, like, visible holes that you could see through. And then the closet, no holes. But there is a weird little door again. I don't know what's up with the weird little doors. That one's sealed. You can't open it. It's sealed. Let's go upstairs. We're up here already, and I got to the room, and I want to show you guys. I cleaned up a little bit, but to answer some of your questions, someone asked, what does this window lead to right next to the door? And I don't know. It's sealed, and there's like, yeah, it's just covered with siding. And then how did the furniture get up here? I'm assuming somebody built this up here. However, I don't know how this chair got up here. It's pretty big. I'm assuming right before they built the room, maybe they put it up here. I don't know. And then for the hole, there, as you can see, there's electricity. Oh, something else. These cables, these were all plugged in, and they go this way. Let me grab this light so I can show you guys. But we go here. 1 second, because oh god. So the wires go all the way in here, and they're connected to something. There's more trash on this side of the house. See? Oh, big. Okay, so that's that side, right? The left side, but the right side. Let's go take a look at the right side real quick. It's so hot in here. Oh boy. Okay. So there's no mirrors. I know you guys are saying, oh, there's a mirror. There's no mirror. No holes. Just trash. Like, I don't know.
After shining a flashlight into the hole, there's no opening on the other side where someone could have been looking through. That leaves one question: who or what was it? Is something living in the walls or hidden space of Jay's house? A woman named Louisa had recently moved into a new house in Colorado with her dogs and was relaxing in the living room when she noticed something strange happening with her bedroom door.
My door just keeps opening by itself. Watch, here, look. Nobody. Nobody in this house. Nobody. Now watch. Look, let me close this door. Watch it. 3, 2. Oh, heck no. No. Okay, God. Look. Nothing. Dogs barking and everything.
The doorknob started shaking, and the door slowly opened by itself. Louisa stared in disbelief, while her dog went crazy, barking at something that wasn't there. Whether it was just the wind or something her dog could sense, the experience left Louisa shaken and full of unanswered questions. Lisa spent Halloween night inside a farmhouse in New York that's known for being heavily haunted. The place has a long history of reported activity, including signs of past occult practices. It once belonged to a coroner who worked on bodies inside the home itself. From the start, Lisa said the place felt off. After using a spirit box, it became obvious that whatever was going on wasn't staying in one area. It seemed to move through the house.
The music box is going on.
Rituals?
Ooh, why you gotta ask that? There's nobody near it, and now it's going off.
Well, I was kind of wondering.
And Lindsay's in the kids' room trying to see if something's in front of the music box now. We're upstairs. This is George's room.
I can't tell though.
I'll stay up here, pick you up in the morning.
No.
Something's over there by the music box. Ask if it's Katie by the music box with the rods on the dowsing rods.
Oh, well, they just crossed.
Oh, wow.
As soon as you asked that.
Oh, wow. Oh, hi, Katie.
Hi.
Smart Alex. It's so cool, right? I'm recording. Did you want to ring the bell? Or do you want to move the balloon? Oh, it says trick or treat. Thank you.
At one point, a music box suddenly started playing by itself, and that's when things got hard to explain. No one was anywhere near it. A music box needs physical movement to make sound. There's no power source or remote trigger, and the sound was steady and clear. Right after they asked a question, a bell rang as well. Everyone in the room was accounted for, and no one admitted to touching anything. So what set the music box off, and what was responding to them that night? A man chose to walk along Satan's Ridge, a razor-thin trail carved into the edge of a cliff, where a single misstep could mean falling into the abyss. With sheer drops on both sides and strong winds battering him, every step becomes a tense test of balance and nerve, one mistake away from disaster. A home security camera captured an incident that continues to leave viewers divided. At first, movement can be seen reflected on the TV screen, and on closer inspection, it appears similar to a blanket gently swaying on a clothesline, an explanation skeptics quickly offered. Others believe the door may have been pushed from the other side, but the uploader says that wasn't possible since they were at work, the house was empty, and all doors were locked. There's no visible hand, no shadow, and no clear cause, just a door slowly opening on its own, as if responding to something unseen, leaving an unsettling impression. Back in the 1950s, a woman was killed in an accident at a warship shipping yard. More than 70 years later, a man known online as Zap Out to Snap works in a warehouse built on that same site. Since starting the job, he says strange things happen regularly. Cold spots, doors opening on their own, and even a sink turning on by itself. He's caught some of it on camera, fueling rumors that whatever happened there never really left.
I'm about to quit.
No, I ain't seen this. Oh my God.
What the? Y'all, this it happened right in here. That is crazy. Y'all see that on camera? Rewind the camera back. That's crazy. I gotta be in here one day when it's dark so I can catch that. Wow. It's insane, y'all.
From doors moving with no one around to a shadow briefly appearing on camera, it's getting harder to brush off as a coincidence. What started as old rumors tied to a tragedy now feels very real. The question keeps getting louder. Is it just an old building, or is something from the past still there? TikTok user Music Lover posted this video in June 2025, though they didn't record it themselves. According to the description, the footage was filmed by caretakers at their uncle's shared home and later sent to them by their father. The father believes the video shows the spirit of their grandfather, but Music Lover disagrees, saying whatever appears in the clip feels far too violent to be him. Throughout the footage, several strange things happen inside the house before it suddenly ends. Objects move, the atmosphere feels chaotic, and whatever's present seems to be actively acting out. In the description, Music Lover says, "The video left them completely unsure of what to think." So what do you think? Could this be a deceased family member trying to make contact, or does the aggressive behavior suggest something else entirely? A woman started noticing strange things happening in her home, chairs moving in the kitchen, footsteps in the hallway, and loud banging coming from the attic. Thinking someone might be living there, she called the police, but they found no sign of anyone. When the noises came back one night, she decided to investigate on her own. When she looked into the attic, she saw something terrifying, a figure moving in a way no person should, crawling toward her on all fours. She screamed and ran, completely freaked out by how wrong it looked, sure it wasn't human. So what do you think? Did she run into something paranormal, or is there another explanation? This video was recorded late at night and really shook the parents. A baby monitor inside their infant's crib caught something unsettling, and watching it only made their worries worse. Soon after, their older child, just a year older, started acting strangely, and a relative who was babysitting caught it on camera.
Shay. Cheyenne. Cheyenne.
What makes it even more disturbing is that the parents had seen similar things happen in their old home. This footage was recorded in the same house where they first noticed their kids acting strangely, which is what eventually pushed them to move. Back then, the children would often stare at empty spaces and suddenly start crying, even though nothing was there. The parents were confused and worried, but it wasn't until they watched the baby monitor footage that they felt they finally had some idea of what might have been going on. One video from the monitor really stood out and confirmed their worst fears. A dark, shadowy figure can be seen moving near the crib, gliding past it, then rising toward the ceiling. Clearly not a person. Believing this was what had been upsetting their kids, the parents decided to leave the house. Now, they're worried that whatever it was may have followed them to their new home. They've started sharing these videos from their old house, hoping someone can help explain what they experienced. They're still anxious, unsure what to do, and scared that this presence might have bad intentions. A man was walking home through a wooded area at 1 a.m. when he got the uneasy feeling that someone, or something, was following him.
So this thing, it's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I don't know what to do. But it followed me home, and it is absolutely staring at me right now. All right.
He figured it was probably an animal with reflective eyes, but something about the situation just didn't feel right. Without more details, it's hard to say what it actually was. A family arrived to check out an apartment they were thinking of renting. At first, everything seemed normal, until something happened just minutes after they stepped inside that none of them could explain.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm scared a little bit. That's why I'm walking it.
Bubby, you stay with us.
I'm going down. Who's having this room? Yes.
Ooh, it's purple.
You want this room,
It's Harry Potter thing.
While they're walking through the apartment, a soft voice whispers the name Jadis. No one notices it at the time, and no one knows where it came from.
Jadis.
Viewers quickly picked up on something even more unsettling. There's one corner of the apartment that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. It looks normal at first, but the longer it's on screen, the worse it feels. Some say they can make out faint, human-like shapes in the shadows. Others said that even watching through a screen, it felt like something was standing there, just waiting.
Yeah, I'm scared of them. That's why I walked it.
And then there's the little boy. The moment he said he was scared, viewers paid attention. Not because he seemed confused, but because kids are often thought to notice things adults miss. With the whispered voice, the unsettling corner, and his immediate reaction, many felt the family had more than enough warning. Whether they listened is still unknown. This is an older clip recorded by a young man inside his grandparents' house. He says it was around 3 a.m. when he started hearing strange noises. He also claims he heard a woman speaking, and after working up the courage, he grabbed his camera and went to check it out.
So it's like 3 in the morning right now, and I swear to God, I just heard someone talking down our hall, and there's no one home right now because my grandparents are out of town for the weekend, so I'm gonna go investigate. Hear that? What the hell? Do you guys hear that?
It's a disturbing clip. Near the end, the sound of a woman crying can be heard, and earlier, it seems like someone is trailing him. He even flips the camera around. What actually happened that night remains a mystery. A man kept an old rotary phone in his home, just as decoration, sitting on his coffee table for a vintage look. After a few days, though, something strange happened. The phone started ringing. The weird part was that it wasn't connected to anything. No phone line, no power. Every time he picked it up, there was just silence. He eventually moved it to a shed, took it apart, and left only the frame, hoping it would stop. It didn't. The phone kept ringing. You can even see the bell inside moving, which shouldn't happen without power. So what's causing it? Is there a genuine explanation, or is something else at play? A little over a year ago, a Japanese man named Yamaku was looking for a place to rent when he found a renovated 40-year-old house in Japan with an unusually low price. Surprised by how cheap it was, he quickly signed the lease. Not long after moving in, he learned why the rent was so low. The previous owner had died in the bathroom from an unknown illness just 4 months after living there. Soon after, Yamaku began experiencing strange activity in the house at night. Yamaku starts a YouTube channel to record and share the disturbing events that continue to escalate in and around the home. Night after night, unexplained knocking comes from the bathroom. Objects shift on their own, and most disturbing of all, a loud, unsettling cry is heard. Despite his efforts, Yama is never able to find where the terrifying sounds are coming from and has no idea what's causing them. One night, he's shaken when a local dog, usually calm and friendly, appears at his home, this time visibly distressed by something unseen. The dog suddenly growls and barks at something invisible to Yamaku. By the next day, the dog is back at its nearby home, unharmed, but the encounters don't end there. 9 months after moving in, Yama experiences something truly terrifying. A disturbing wail is heard outside Yamaku's living room window, but it abruptly stops when he steps outside to investigate. Viewers suggest he upgrade his equipment, so he purchases a thermal camera to try to capture the activity. About a month later, the situation becomes even stranger. Yamaku throws boiling water at the area where the wailing seems to originate, and as it hits, a cry is heard before everything suddenly goes quiet. When he reviews the thermal footage, nothing shows up. Even now, Yamaku says the disturbing events haven't stopped, leaving the question of whether the sounds could be connected to the spirit of the former owner who died in the bathroom. Vivian Hoffman was driving through the forest when she caught something creepy on camera and later shared it on the Kentucky Mysteries Facebook page. The video shows a blurry figure that looks like it might be wearing a cloak and a hat, and people in the comments quickly started speculating about what it could be. Some saying a ghost, others a shadow figure, or maybe just a really unsettling person. With Kentucky's reputation for being haunted, the strange figure only adds to the overall creepiness of the clip. This clip was taken inside Selma Mansion, a place known for long-standing rumors about something still lingering there. People have reported footsteps in empty halls, doors slamming on their own, and voices coming from rooms no one's touched in years. The upper floors are said to feel heavier, especially the third floor. On March 29, 2025, a group of urban explorers went in to investigate. They set up cameras throughout the mansion, and while they were elsewhere, a loud bang echoed through the building. When they checked the footage, they realized it came from a bathroom on the 3rd floor where a camera had been left running. Skeptics were quick to offer explanations: old pipes, the building settling, or wind moving through the place. But those ideas don't really explain what came next. Along with the bang, a voice can be heard on the audio. After that, the footage picks up footsteps, slow movement, and what sounds like someone breathing. And since it all happened on the 3rd floor, where activity is already known to be intense, many believe the group may have gone somewhere they weren't welcome. The question is whether it was just the building settling, or if something there wanted its presence known. Seth, an artist who enjoys posting his hobbies online, shared a strange experience in one of his videos. He said he had bought a guitar at a garage sale from an older woman not long before, and ever since, weird things kept happening whenever he played it.
Never had an issue with ghosts or any weird, unexplainable stuff in my house, but I bought a guitar the other week at a garage sale from this old lady down the street, and every time I pick it up or strum it or play it, really weird shit, and I'll show you. I did some Lotus, like very 80s looking guitar, and every time I strum, like that happens every time I mess with this thing. Like that.
While Seth was playing the guitar, his desk lamp suddenly started flickering, and a pencil cup fell over with no explanation, which clearly rattled him. People watching suggested the guitar might have belonged to someone who died and didn't want it played, while others thought it could be cursed. Maybe that's why the woman got rid of it. So what do you think? Is it a former owner trying to send a message, or is there more going on behind the scenes? The Ghost Theory YouTube channel explored an abandoned house rumored to be linked to a child's tragic death, with locals believing something dark remained afterward. After checking the layout, the 2 investigators began asking questions and waiting for a response. It wasn't until Joe went upstairs that something happened, which immediately caught him off guard.
It's like it was creaking on top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Can we come up? You okay if we come up here and talk to you? Did you just say something?
No.
Good, well I've literally just heard whispering then. Like right... Okay?
I swear I didn't.
I've literally just heard whispering behind me then, up here. Something just went... Like, honestly. So I was literally about to say to you, eh? But it didn't sound like you talking. I just said... Did someone just try to speak to us? It sounded like you were just whispering on top of the stairs.
A whisper suddenly cuts through the silence. It's faint but clear, and when listened to closely, it sounds like it's saying stop as he walks up the stairs.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
The vibe in here is completely different.
Oh, okay.
I actually thought I saw someone walk in behind you then. That proper, like, startled me. Like, it made me jump, but you sort of think, oh, who's, like...
Yeah.
That was walking.
Clear, heavy footsteps are suddenly heard from the side of the room, sounding deliberate, as if someone unseen is standing nearby. They step back into the doorway, and that's when things escalate.
Oh. This feels just horrible right here. Are we talking to a
smell? I know this is a really horrible, like, disgusting thing to say. It smells like someone just burped.
Yeah, that's coming from there.
Like, it smells like someone just eaten, like, really, really strong tasting food.
Oh, that's coming from here. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Like rancid.
Oh, it's like fucking old barbecue crisp to me. Like,
yeah,
horrible,
it literally smells like someone just eating food and then burped it in your face. Oh yeah.
How strong is that?
Why? I'm going to turn my light on here because this isn't safe. Wow. It's... what am I even stood on? Good. Absolutely stunning.
A sudden, foul, rotting smell fills the air. The pair decides to head back downstairs and continue trying to make contact. And this time, something responds.
Is there someone here trying to speak to us? Are you able to use your voice? What is that? Is that just the traffic? Because it just sounded like...
Yeah. I'm wondering, because...
That's a car. I guess you... Is there someone here trying to speak to us? Are you able to use your voice? What is that? Is that just the traffic? Because it just sounded like...
Yeah. I'm wondering, because...
That's a car. I guess you can hear clearly.
Because I thought at first, I heard something up there before, and I thought it was like a car going past and through a puddle, and it went shh.
Okay, we keep hearing what we think is someone speaking to us. It sounds like whispers.
I've just got down my spine when you said that.
But it is, though.
100%.
Are you able to talk louder so we know that you're definitely speaking? That was just literally as I was about to speak. What? It doesn't make sense. I mean, come on. Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to...
rationalise?
I am actually trying to rationalise this one, because voices is kind of like a very strong indication of paranormal. Like,
have we even had that before?
I don't think so. And I mean, like, for voices being here knowing there's no one... Yeah.
That was actually talking over you then. That's a female voice. We're talking to a woman, aren't we? That was 100%.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually vocal.
A woman's voice is captured speaking at the same moment as one of the investigators. It's faint and far off, but clearly not Elliot or Joe. As the investigation continues, they feel drawn to a small room at the back of the house, both sensing they were guided there. Standing inside, they decide to ask the question that's been on their minds all night.
We know that potentially someone ended their life in here, and we're sorry to bring that up and sorry to talk about it. But there are also things in this room that could enable that to happen. Again, we're sorry for bringing it up. We know it's a very sensitive subject, but we're intrigued. We're kind of investigating and want to find out more. So is that true? Did that thing happen in this room? Does it involve the ceiling?
After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
In response, a clear adult whisper says, "Yeah." After that, everything goes silent. No more voices and no other sounds. So who or what were they communicating with? And are the rumors about the house true, or did they uncover something even darker? The video was posted by a contractor named Irish Blood 101, who says he was hired to work at a recently closed care facility. He explains that he was sent to locate a water leak in the building, but instead found himself facing a disturbing and nightmarish situation.
I'm working in an old urgent care that just got shut down. It got shut down before the freeze here in Texas. I'm not sure why it closed down, but it's pretty spooky. I'm supposed to be looking for a leak in here. This bathroom, creepy hallway. Real spooky place. Another bathroom. This is a second two-story building. This used to be the elevator shaft right here. I guess we're taking the stairs. I guess meditation class used to be upstairs. Had to put your shoes in this little cubby. After some further investigation, there's no one else in this building. I've heard someone go down those stairs, though. So, I guess this was the meditation room. There's a lot of natural lighting in here. Probably don't need the flashlight right now. Here's the top of the elevator shaft. You can't see anything down there. So, here's the meditation room. Kind of looks like the back rooms. It looks very culty. There's a stage up here. It looks like a couple of altars next to them. Creepy. Okay, now I'm getting the here. That was it.
He claims that, in addition to capturing what sounded like a disembodied voice and accidentally walking into another bathroom, he also recorded unexplained noises that seriously frightened him. He questions whether the experience may have been paranormal and says he had disturbing, sinister nightmares following that afternoon. In this video, Caitlin Brooke is home alone when an unexpected sound echoes through the house. It happened around 2 a.m., and her response was surprisingly brave.
Oh my god.
The footage starts with Caitlin suddenly waking up to loud banging coming from her kitchen downstairs. Although frightened, she decided to check it out, at first assuming it was a burglar and hoping to scare them off. When she heard a door opening and closing, she realized it was much more serious and ran, convinced that whatever was downstairs was now chasing her. Even then, it didn't seem to stop whatever was following her. In the second part of the video, while Caitlin was sitting on her bed, the camera caught what looked like orbs floating through the room, which some associate with spirits. She still believed an intruder was responsible until both doors in her room opened simultaneously, something a person couldn't easily do. That moment made her start to question whether something paranormal was going on, though she stayed skeptical. One of the doors suddenly slammed shut by itself, making it clear she wasn't imagining things. But after Caitlin admitted it might be paranormal, everything stopped just as suddenly. What caused the activity and why it ended so quickly remains a mystery. Kirby J has felt for months that she's not alone in her house. After hearing strange noises and having some really creepy moments, she finally caught something on camera that she thinks proves it. Check it out.
I have ghosts in my house. All of a sudden I'm sitting here and I hear a child's toy going. I hear a child's toy going off back here. By the way, no child has been here. No. What? I think it's up here. I'm so scared. My mom's grandkids. Don't touch this. What is that? Why would the child's toy be going off if no kid has played with them in months? Like, I kid you not, my nieces and nephews have not touched these toys in months, and all of a sudden it starts singing today? No. Oh my God. After I was just on the phone with my friend telling her I had ghosts in my house. Let me show you. My mom bought this Annabelle doll a couple of years ago. When we first got her, she was facing forward like this. Every day, she's been slowly turning to look out the window. We think that she's mad because my mom puts stuff on top of her box and she doesn't like it. I should mention, the day after my mom brought this Annabelle doll home, my mom broke her ankle in the room right over there in the corner. And then a couple nights ago, my mom tripped on something in the middle of the night. We don't know what she tripped on and got a concussion in the back of her head. I'm scared.
To this day, Kirby and her family still can't figure out where the sound in the video came from, even after checking and testing every toy in the house with no matches. But what really unsettled people was a doll, because according to Kirby, ever since it was brought home, her mom has been getting hurt in strange, unexplained ways, which many find hard to ignore, especially those who believe objects can carry attachments or act as a focal point for negative energy. And when you line up the sound, the injuries, and the timing of the doll's arrival, it all fits a little too perfectly, leaving one big question. Would you keep the doll or get rid of it before things get worse? In League City, police are investigating a smash and grab robbery caught on surveillance video at a jewelry kiosk inside an H-E-B store, where 3 masked suspects allegedly pepper sprayed an employee, smashed display cases, and stole jewelry and watches before fleeing the store and escaping in an SUV. Authorities say the robbery may be connected to a similar smash and grab at another grocery store in Perlin, and no arrests have been announced. A Thai TikTok user, Mutalu4256, was driving alone late at night on a stretch of road in Thailand known for its deadly accidents. Locals say the road is cursed and that drivers see something right before they crash, so he usually takes it slow there. But that night, he was about to find out why the road had such a bad reputation. The dash cam shows an empty road. Then out of nowhere, a figure appears right in front of his car. He swerves immediately to avoid it. After he regains control, he checks the rearview mirror, expecting to see someone there, but the road is empty. Later, when he watches the footage back, it gets even stranger. The figure looks almost see-through. Some think it could be the spirit of someone who died on that road. After that night, he says he finally understands why so many crashes happen there. A woman who has reported ongoing strange activity in her home was finally able to record something on camera. For a while, she's claimed to see dark shapes briefly appear in different areas of the house, always just out of sight and gone the moment she looks straight at them. One evening, while she was alone at home, she walked out of her bathroom and noticed something out of the ordinary.
I hear a woman humming. What the hell? Where is that coming from? Look, Xavier hears it too. You heard it too, huh?
As she steps out, a dark shape moves in her peripheral vision. She first assumes it's a shadow or a lighting change, but when she turns, the figure is still there. A dark, human-like shape peeking out before quickly vanishing. Some believe it could be a shadow figure, while others suggest stress or fatigue. Still, the fact that she clearly saw it before it disappeared left her shaken. So what do you think she's dealing with? This video was uploaded to TikTok by a user known as WTFJBL. According to the post, it was sent to them by a night shift nurse working at the hospital. The footage shows the nurse slowly panning the camera through dark, empty hallways late at night, completely alone, when something unsettling happens. The figure is clearly visible, appearing human-shaped, and standing in the hallway. When the nurse pans the camera away and then back again, the figure is completely gone, with no movement or transition. The sudden disappearance makes the clip feel possibly staged, as the timing and camera movement could allow someone to step out of frame. Still, hospitals at night are unsettling places, and briefly seeing a figure standing there raises questions. So, what was it? A staged scare for attention, or something that vanished before it could be explained? Having a home camera is like having an extra set of eyes, catching moments you'd never notice. That's what makes this clip unsettling. Nothing unusual was supposed to be happening at all. Take a look. The camera suddenly picks up movement, and then loud banging and knocking fill the house. No one appears on screen, and there's no clear source, just sharp, aggressive noise that doesn't belong. The homeowner later said it felt like something was there. Not something she could see, but something she could clearly hear. That's why she shared the footage, hoping someone else might notice what she missed. A man exploring the abandoned Banta Hall Hotel captured something far more disturbing than typical paranormal activity. This wasn't a simple noise or a creaking door. It appeared to show something acting with force and clear intent. The hotel, which dates back to 1873, is known for a history of tragedy and unexplained events. When a cushion suddenly shot across the room, it didn't feel accidental. The force behind it ruled out wind, gravity, or structural decay. The man then checked the floor and surrounding rooms but found no one, no open windows, and no logical cause. So how could an object move with that much force when no one was there? A woman named Elizabeth says her father had been bedridden for 14 years after battling cancer. When doctors told him the disease was in remission, he went out for a motorcycle ride to celebrate, but tragically, he was killed. In the days after his death, Elizabeth began noticing strange activity in her home, mostly centered around one room. One night, while sleeping on the couch, she was woken by heavy footsteps coming from that room and saw a dark shadow moving toward her before it suddenly vanished, leaving the house silent. Shortly after, her front door camera was triggered and captured something even stranger. A white, mist-like shape appears in the window, slowly peeks out from the edge, drifts downward, and then vanishes. What makes it unsettling is that the window looks directly into the same room where the activity started. Elizabeth says she no longer knows what to believe, but whatever entered the house didn't do so by accident, and it may never have left. On December 8th, a retailer in Indonesia was filming inside his warehouse, as he usually does, to promote glass and mirrors. But that night, while setting up one mirror, the footage took an unexpected turn. Sharp, rhythmic banging can be heard coming directly from the glass. As the noise keeps going, something even stranger happens. The wet mirror starts wiping itself clean, leaving clear streaks as the water slides down, like something invisible is dragging it across the surface. There's no tool, no reflection, nothing visible causing it, but the movement is clear. The man later said he'd heard the same banging before and never found a source. After this incident, he got rid of the mirror and the banging stopped completely. A user known as Chase the Bass typically posts simple videos about his daily thoughts and experiences, but one recent upload stood out. Instead of talking about himself, he shared footage his parents captured on their living room security camera, something that deeply unsettled them. According to Chase, they believe the video may show something not from this world.
My parents have security cameras in their living room, and a few months ago they caught a ghost on camera. I haven't posted it on here because I feel like no one would believe me, or they would just say that I stole someone else's video and I'm just putting it on here for clout. But if anyone wants to see it, I guess I'll post it. So if any of my 45 followers want to see it, I guess.
The event happened late at night, only a few days before Christmas, after Chase's parents had gone to bed. Their nightlight shut off by itself. And shortly after, the security camera captured a figure moving through the living room with slow, deliberate steps, appearing to walk across the room. No one could account for what was captured. No one was awake, no doors were open, and there was no reason for anyone to be there. Even now, Chase and his parents believe the figure may have been a ghost, possibly a previous owner moving through the home one final time. The video was recorded by a truck driver making a delivery after already driving hundreds of miles and being on the road for about 7 hours. He says the stretch of road he was on is known for strange stories, including reports of ghostly figures crossing the road, vanishing hitchhikers, and even a woman's ghost, sometimes seen standing in the roadway, missing part of her upper body. The driver believes that he may have actually encountered her that night.
Órale, Cricholo, órale que sí, buenas, pero muy buenas madrugadas, disculpa la pinche tardanza, espero que no le hagas a escuchar. Órale que sí,
Some people say they can see a pair of legs, possibly belonging to a woman wearing a white skirt. What makes it especially unsettling is that the skin looks gray, leading many to believe it could be the spirit of someone tied to that location. There's also a strange orb-like object hovering above the skirt that the driver couldn't explain, and he felt certain it wasn't something from the normal world. Overall, it's a very eerie scene. This was recorded by Phil LaGioia, who was alone while attempting the Candyman challenge. Some believe these rituals can open the door to unknown entities rather than summon Candyman himself. At this point, Phil is setting everything.
Do this the way that it says. You're supposed to say Candyman 5 times. And apparently you'll either see him in the mirror, or who knows what's gonna happen here. I've never done this before. I've seen some videos of what people have done. Kind of freaky, to be honest, because you don't know what to expect. So we're gonna try it and let's see what happens. Candyman, 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 Candyman. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Seriously, did you guys hear that? What the hell?
Phil thinks he may have seen something in the mirror, but isn't sure, so he decides to try it again.
Close. So let's try this again. Alright, one more time. Candyman, 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 Candyman. What the? That is not happening.
A little shaken, he still assumes the banging noises had a normal explanation, possibly coming from a neighbor. He walks through the apartment to check if anything is out of place, questioning whether the sounds really came from inside his own home.
My heart's racing. Like I don't know what to think. I mean, I'm the only one here. Oh my gosh. I don't understand what happened. Oh, you guys see that go across my camera? Man. Okay, I just saw something right behind me. I swear I felt it. It like touched my back.
There seems to be a shadow standing behind Phil, angled in a way that doesn't match his own. He also claims he felt a physical touch, making it hard not to wonder if he brought something paranormal into his space. If that's true, dealing with it wouldn't be simple. And on a lighter note, one thing is certain. He filmed the entire ritual in vertical mode, which might be the most unforgivable part. This man went into the forest late at night when he suddenly spotted something terrifying, a figure standing perfectly still near a tree. He shone his flashlight at it, but it didn't react at all. It just stood there, staring back at him. Terrified, the man wasted no time getting out of the forest. Some people think it was just a prank. Others believe it could have been someone under the influence. But a few can't shake the feeling that it might have been something far more sinister. The footage was captured at Theodule Plaza, a location known for strange reports over the years. Workers frequently hear what sounds like a child running late at night, while shoppers claim to see a young boy who disappears without warning. After the plaza closed, security guards also reported seeing a lone boy running through the back hallways.
Ve que aquí se mete en la pared. No. Fíjate, subió.
The boy is seen disappearing straight through a closed, locked door in the hallway, possibly even passing through the wall itself. A security guard is sent to look for him, and that's when things become even more disturbing.
No, ahí se va a meter, espérate.
The guard unlocks the door and steps inside, only to find the room empty. As workers look on in disbelief, the boy's head suddenly appears next to the guard, as if peeking out from the wall above him. Could this be the same ghostly child shoppers have reported seeing? This is the family who once opened their door after weeks of unexplained knocking. The same family whose small disturbances turned into a full-scale haunting. And just when things seemed like they might finally settle, the activity has started up again, this time focused on the kitchen.
Padre Santo. ¿Dónde? Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase tu voluntad así en la tierra como en el cielo.
This isn't the soft knocking from before. It's loud, aggressive, and relentless, shaking the door and the house as it repeats over and over. After opening the door once led to chaos, the return of the knocking raises a disturbing question. Why is it back? Some believe that once a presence settles into a home, it can attract others, often more dangerous. With this forceful, whatever is outside now may be worse than before, making opening the door no longer an option. So, what should be done? Leave, cleanse the house, or call professionals? For now, the situation remains deeply unsettling and unresolved. This video was recorded by an urban explorer who shared the clip on his channel, Rafi Kishmu. He usually posts every day, but this one stands out. One evening, he came across an abandoned house, though it's not clear where it was located. He says he's not a ghost hunter and wasn't expecting anything strange to happen, but while exploring the house, he came across something unexpected in one of the rundown rooms.
Just found this abandoned house, and I think I'm gonna go inside this thing. Wish me luck. Okay, it's pretty spooky in here. It's gutted. It's all gutted. What's that noise? Something weird noise, man. I don't know what I'm hearing. Hello. Dude. Oh my god. No.
He later explained that he noticed a shadowy figure at the end of the wall that appeared to flicker, even though it didn't fully show up on camera. In the video, it seems like the figure is facing the wall, then suddenly turns and chases after him. That's led to questions about whether it was a real apparition or simply someone playing a prank. Ashling's TikTok is mostly filled with fun toy reviews, nothing out of the ordinary. But one video breaks that pattern. Late one night, her outdoor security camera picked up motion, and what it recorded made her uncomfortable. After two men walk past the camera, something strange appears behind them. A small, semi-transparent figure forms near the parked cars and slowly drifts to the side. It's faint and hazy, but clearly there. Aisling says she has no explanation. There were no children outside and no one else on the street. So what did her camera actually capture that night? A ghostly visitor or something that just looks scarier than it really is? This clip was recorded by Joshua and follows an explorer who entered an abandoned house in a rural area. He began filming the experience, and it quickly became unsettling when he heard mysterious noises coming from the second floor, leading him to go upstairs to investigate. After searching through several rooms, he ends up capturing something unusual on camera. When the footage is zoomed in, it's hard to tell exactly what it is, but it looks like something might be peeking out from a doorway. The room itself appears empty, with nothing in the closet or corners, which leads to questions about whether it was in the hallway instead. It leaves open the possibility of a paranormal encounter, or another explanation altogether. A man thought he had finally solved the nightmare in his home. For weeks, unexplained things had been happening. Objects moving on their own, strange noises in empty rooms, and a constant sense of being watched. He began to suspect a doll he had brought into the house shortly before the activity started. Believing it was the cause, he got rid of it, but instead of stopping, the disturbances only escalated.
¿Qué onda, raza? Otra vez está escuchando que le están pegando allá afuera. Vamos a ver qué rollo. Ya tiene una semana que no pasaba esto, pero otra vez escuchó que le están pegando allá al tanque de gas. Vamos a ver qué. Ese tanque de gas es el que le pegan. Bueno, ya tenía una semana que no pasaba. Cerrar la puerta porque está canijo. Guachen, raza. Sí, guachen, raza. No hay nada, raza. Está saliendo de control esto. Ya tiene una semana que no pasaba nada, raza.
Some believe this happens when an object doesn't contain anything itself, but instead attracts something, and once that presence attaches to the house or the person, removing the object changes nothing. Others think the doll was never the cause at all, just a distraction or warning, while something else had already taken hold in the home. If that's true, getting rid of the doll may have removed the last clue. Whether it's an attachment, misdirection, or something worse, one thing is clear: whatever is in the house never leaves, and the case remains unresolved. A man who once documented the strange changes in his apartment after bringing home a collection of old toys has shared another disturbing update. Not long after the toys arrived, knocking began, objects started moving on their own, and the presence became so overwhelming that he would hide in another room. What makes this video different is that none of the toys can be seen anywhere in the apartment, yet the activity hasn't stopped.
Son las 2 de la mañana, se están escuchando ruidos en la sala. Están moviendo la silla, raza. La madre. Escucho algo acá, raza. Tumbaron el desodorante. ¿Qué estará pasando, anda? Madre.
Whatever is causing the disturbance didn't leave when the objects were removed. Some believe spirits don't stay attached to the items that bring them in, but instead latch onto the space itself. Others think it could be residual activity continuing even after the source is gone. A darker idea is that removing the objects didn't fix anything. It may have only provoked whatever was brought inside. So what do you think is happening? Davo previously captured something at his window after his family heard a disturbing scream. Weeks later, on December 25th, 2025, he's home alone playing Xbox after opening his GTA 5 gift when he hears knocking and starts recording.
Estaba jugando a Grand Theft Auto y se escucha como no hay nadie ahí. Tal vez. Y no hay nadie. Eso se va a ir a la basura. Pero otra vez no vuelve a haber nadie. Estamos remodelando, por eso está ese desmadre, pero desde hace rato están fastidiando. Ya no sé ni qué hacer.
He hears a bang at the front door, but as he turns the camera, a creepy, dark-eyed face is pressed against the window, staring at him. Moments later, it's gone, and no one is at the door. The next night, Davo wakes around 2 a.m. with the feeling he's being watched and sees something truly horrifying.
Son 1:56 de la mañana. Me desperté porque sentí una mirada de mis sueños. Me han dicho que no me intente comunicar con ellos. Quiero preguntarle quién es. Yo me duermo con la tele encendida. Alexa, luz del cuarto blanco frío. Se escucha así por el ventilador. No hay nada.
A creepy figure appears in his bedroom, but when he gets up to confront it, it vanishes. He then hears knocking at his window and briefly captures another figure, only for it to disappear as well. He says the figure looked burned, but what do you think? A video posted on the Black Hills Paranormal TikTok account unsettled many viewers. The uploader explains that a friend was checking security camera alerts when one clip immediately caught their attention, and watching it back left them shaken. Late at night, a strange reflection on the refrigerator activated the camera while everyone in the house was asleep. Seconds later, a pale, almost transparent figure moved through the frame, leaving a faint trail as it passed by. The figure appeared human in shape, but there was no possibility that it was a living person, leading many viewers to believe it was some of the clearest apparition footage captured. While working one morning in Paramount, California, Kat had an incident that left her and her co-workers both confused and concerned. The warehouse's security alarms suddenly went off due to unexpected movement, prompting them to review the surveillance footage, where they saw something none of them expected. At the top of the footage, a pale, ghost-like figure appears to form out of the shadows. The semi-transparent shape moves from right to left before the video suddenly cuts off. According to Kat, no one should have been outside the warehouse at that time, which makes the sighting even more unsettling. It raises the question of whether this was something paranormal, or if there's a logical explanation for the mysterious figure caught on camera. Vivian Hoffman was driving through a forest when she captured something unsettling and later shared it on the Kentucky Mysteries Facebook page. The footage reveals a blurred figure that seems to be wearing a hat and long flowing clothing. This has sparked debate over whether it's a ghost, a shadowy entity, or just an unknown person. With the area's history of reported hauntings, the sight only heightens the unease and leaves viewers feeling unsettled. In a disturbing photo taken by his mother 17 years ago, she and two cousins are standing in a wooded area behind their family home when a shadowy figure appears in the distance. What makes it unsettling is that she insists no one else was there that day. The area where the figure stands could only be reached by going through the house and garden or crossing a nearby cow field, raising the question of who or what could have reached that spot without being seen. While on a hunting trip to celebrate a birthday, this person ran into something absolutely terrifying in the forest. A dark figure was standing across the road, completely motionless, staring right at them. They searched online afterward, but couldn't find anything that matched what they saw, eventually nicknaming it the Ghoul. To this day, they still have no idea who or what they encountered. A trail camera placed in the Pine Barrens captured a strange and unexplained image. A deer is clearly visible in the foreground, but it's the unclear shape in the background that unsettles viewers. Some say it looks like a woman sitting on a wooden chair, while others believe it's simply two deer positioned oddly. Whatever it is, the true explanation behind the image remains an eerie mystery. A Reddit user shared old trail camera photos of his brother, where a ghostly figure appears to be walking in the background. In a second image taken just moments later, the figure is gone. His brother was certain he was alone at the time and couldn't explain what the camera captured. The stark contrast between his brother and the strange figure has led many to believe it could be a ghost. A Reddit user shared a photo taken by their uncle's game camera near Crystal Mountain in Washington. At first glance, it just looks like a quiet, snowy forest, but in the lower right corner, something is unsettling. A strange figure with a bald head and an eerie grin that doesn't look quite human. Curious and confused, they posted it online, hoping for answers, but no one could really explain what it was. The reflection in the glass was confirmed to be nothing more than a friend's finger, but the figure itself remains unexplained, leaving people to wonder if it's a ghost, someone in a mask, or something unknown hiding in the woods. A grandmother and grandfather took photos of their granddaughter during a trip, and everything seemed normal at the time. Later, while looking through the pictures, the grandmother noticed something unsettling. In the second photo, a shadowy figure appears next to the girl, leading her to believe it may be the spirit of her late husband. The figure seems to match his posture, build, and even the type of clothing he used to wear. A hunter set up a trail cam in Menominee, Michigan, to keep an eye on the local wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage later, he was stunned by what it revealed. At first, the trail cam shows an animal feeding peacefully, but a closer look at the background reveals a large, dark shape standing still in the shadows. It doesn't appear to be a tree, since it disappears in the following image. What the figure actually was is unknown, whether a person, some kind of creature, or something else entirely. This trail cam photo from the Texas woods shows deer calmly grazing, but lurking in the background is a pale, humanoid-looking figure hidden in the shadows. Some people think it could be a skinwalker, while others believe it might be the ghost of an old-time miner. That said, there's also the chance it's just a deer caught at a strange angle, though the image has definitely left plenty of people uneasy. A hunter's trail camera recorded a disturbing image of a figure standing completely still and staring directly into the lens. A nearby deer appears alarmed, watching the figure as if it senses danger. The hunter later revealed the location is miles away from any town or settlement, making the figure's presence late at night even more unsettling. Who could they be, and what were they doing there? David shared a video from inside his home that left many viewers unsettled. He says that over the years, his family has experienced strange and unexplained events, and he believes that something will eventually be caught on camera. That moment came one evening when their living room security camera recorded a disturbing incident. As David's son walked through the room, a faint, ghost-like figure appeared in the background and slowly moved from right to left. What makes it even creepier is that his son seemed completely unaware of it. David only noticed the figure after reviewing the footage later, leaving him shocked and unsure whether what was captured was something paranormal or had a logical explanation. A Reddit user, hallucinations, and a friend ventured into the woods after spotting something strange during their hunt. They recorded nearly 50 minutes of footage, hoping the camera might catch what they couldn't see themselves. While nothing seemed unusual during the walk, the footage later revealed a mysterious, ghostly figure. What did they capture that night? A strange trail cam photo from the North Grapevine View Lake trails has been making waves online. The person who shared it said the image was captured after they and a friend accidentally set off several trail cameras while running through the woods around 8 p.m. They started running after hearing something moving close behind them. Later, when they checked the footage, they noticed something chilling. A photo showing one of them running in the foreground, while a dark figure stood perfectly still between the trees in the background, watching. With reports of Bigfoot sightings increasing in the area, it raises one unsettling question. Is this another one? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.